Welcome to week 2 of English 101, and without further ado, I'm going to share my screen and I'll go over what we're going to study in week 2. Developing paragraphs and separating ideas and shaping content. And so when we write a paragraph, it represents one idea, and every paragraph has 5 to 7 sentences when we write an essay. And so during the writing process, it's helpful for writers to position themselves as a reader. One technique that is effective is that writers use is to begin a fresh paragraph for each new idea they introduce. Paragraphs separate ideas into logical, manageable chunks. One paragraph focuses only on one main idea that presents coherent sentences to support that one point. Because all the sentences in one paragraph support the same point, a paragraph may stand on its own. To create longer assignments and to discuss more than one point, writers group paragraphs together. 3 elements shape the content of each paragraph. Purpose, the reason the writer composes the paragraph. Tone, the attitude the writer conveys about the paragraph's subject. Audience, the individual or group whom the writer intends to address. And so when you write your paragraph, you have to keep in mind the purpose, the audience, and the tone. Okay, and so you can have many different kinds of purposes for your writing. When you write, you could be summarizing, analyzing, synthesizing, or evaluating. And because reading and writing work together, students' writing skills will improve as they read. The purpose for writing will guide students through each part of the paper, helping them to make decisions about content and style. So there are many different kinds of paragraphs depending on your purpose, tone, and style. Summary paragraph. A summary paragraph shrinks a large amount of information into only the essentials. A summary paragraph condenses a long piece of writing into a smaller paragraph by extracting only the vital information. A summary uses only the writer's own words. The purpose of an academic summary is to maintain all of the essential information from a longer document. Although shorter than the original piece of writing, a summary should still communicate the key points and the key support of the source. So summary paragraphs should be short and to the point. An analysis paragraph separates complex materials in their different parts and studies how the parts relate to one another. Academic analysis paragraphs typically deconstruct documents. An analysis takes apart a primary source, point by point. It communicates the main points of the document by examining individual points and identifying how the points relate to one another. Analyzing a document involves a close examination of each of the individual parts and how they work together. Synthesis paragraph. A synthesis combines 2 or more items to create an entirely new item. The purpose of academic synthesis is to blend individual documents into a new document. An academic synthesis paragraph considers the main points from one or more pieces of writing and links the main points together. Evaluation paragraph. An evaluation paragraph judges the value of something and determines its worth. An academic evaluation communicates a student's opinion and its justifications about a document or a topic of discussion. Evaluations are influenced by the student reading of the document, their prior knowledge, and their prior experiences about a topic. Identifying the audience. And so when you write a paragraph, you have to identify who you're writing for. So as students prepare a presentation, they should visualize their audience to anticipate the audience's expectations and reactions. What they imagine affects the information they choose to present and how they present it. And so being aware of your readers is a skill students most likely possess and they rely on every day. For instance, when you talk to your friends, you know that you're talking to your best friend, then you know to talk in a casual, informal tone. When you talk to your boss, you talk in a more formal, professional tone. And so we always aware of our audience. When we talk, we are always aware of our audience when we talk and when we write, so that we can engage the audience and build a relationship with the audience. And so when you gauge the audience, you have to gauge the demographics of your audience. And this is a measure about a group. Demographics measures, it's like important data about a group of people, such as their age, range, ethnicity, religious beliefs, or their gender. Education. You also have to take into account the audience's education. And you've got to take into account the audience's prior knowledge. This refers to what the audience already knows about the topic. Expectations. These indicates what readers will look for while reading your assignment. Readers may expect consistencies in the assignment's appearance, such as correct grammar and traditional formatting. Readers may also have content-based expectations given the assignment's purpose or organization. So so when you write something, you have to take into account the reader's education, prior knowledge, expectations, and demographics. And the more you can take into account the audience, the better tailored your writing will be. When you also write, you have to take into account the tone. The tone identifies a speaker's attitude toward a subject or another person. Just as speakers transmit emotion through voice, writers can transmit through writing a range of attitudes. These emotions create connections among the audience, the author, and the subject, ultimately building a relationship between the audience and the text. Writers intimate their attitudes and feelings with useful devices such as sentence structure, word choice, punctuation, formal or and informal language. And also you must choose appropriate, interesting content. Content refers to all the written substance in a document. After selecting an audience and a purpose, students must choose what information will make it to the page. Content may consist of examples, statistics, facts, anecdotes, testimonies, observations. No matter the type of content, the information must be appropriate and interesting for the audience and purpose. Content is also shaped by tone. When the tone matches the content, the audience will be more engaged and writers will build a stronger relationship with their readers. That's important. Key takeaways. Paragraphs separate ideas into logical, manageable chunks. The content of each paragraph and document is shaped by purpose, audience, and tone. The four common academic purposes are to summarize, to analyze, to synthesize, and to evaluate. Identifying the audience's demographics, education, prior knowledge, and expectations will affect how and what you write. Devices such as sentence structure, word choice, punctuation, and formal or informal language communicates tone and creates a relationship between the writer and his or her audience. Content may consist of examples, statistics, facts, anecdotes, testimonies, and observations. all content must be appropriate and interesting for audience, purpose, and tone. And here are some key terms that you can learn. Purpose identifies the reason why a writer creates a document. The common academic purposes are summary, analysis, synthesis, and evaluation. Tone identifies a writer's attitude towards his or her subject and audience. Summary, a purpose for writing that condenses a long piece of writing into a similar, smaller paragraph by extracting the vital information. Writers use their own words to create summaries. Analysis, a purpose for writing that separates the individual points in a piece of writing and studies how the points relate to one another. Analysis, a purpose of writing that separates the individual points in a piece of writing and studies how the points relates to one another. Synthesis, a purpose for writing that considers the main points from one or more pieces of writing and links them together to create a new point. Evaluation, a purpose for writing that communicates writer's opinion about a document or a topic and the justifications for that opinion. Content, all the written substance in a document. And so this becomes your section outline. And so when you write a paragraph, you have to have 3 parts to your paragraph. You have to have a topic sentence, you have to have supporting sentences, that is the body, and you have to have a conclusion. Your topic sentence is the main idea of your paragraph, and it's the first sentence of the paragraph. Your main idea is your controlling idea. And so topic sentences contain the main idea or the subject of the paragraph. And so the controlling idea or the main idea is the writer's specific stance on the subject. In other words, the writer's thesis statement. Characteristics of a good topic sentence. A good topic sentence provides an accurate indication of what will follow for the rest of the paragraph. A good topic sentence contains both a topic and a controlling idea. And a good topic sentence is easy to follow. And a good topic sentence does not include supporting details. And so developing a paragraph, you need to have topic sentences, supporting ideas, and transitions. And so the parts of the paragraph are topic sentence, body, and in your body you have supporting sentences which help explain, prove, or enhance the topic sentence. The concluding sentence is the last sentence of the paragraph. It reminds the reader of the main point by restating the main point in different words. And so you have many different kinds of paragraphs. You have and sentence types. You have and when you have your supporting sentences, there are many different kinds of supporting sentences. You have supporting sentences of reason. The refusal of the baby boomer generation to retire is contributing to the current lack of available jobs. You can have a supporting sentence of fact. Many families now rely on older relatives to support them financially. A supporting sentence of statistic. Nearly 10% of adults are currently unemployed in the United States. A supporting sentence of quotation. We will not allow this situation to continue, stated Senator Johns. A supporting sentence of example. Last year, Bill was asked to retire at the age of 55. And then to find information for your supporting sentences, students might consider using one of the following sources: reference book, encyclopedia, website, biography, autobiography, map, dictionary, newspaper, interview, previous experience, and personal research. The last part of your paragraph is the concluding sentence. A concluding sentence draws together all of the ideas you have raised in your paragraph. It reminds the readers of the main points, the topic sentence, without restating it in exactly the same words. And so you have different kinds of concluding sentences. You can have a concluding sentence that restates the main idea. You can have a concluding sentence that summarizes the key points in the paragraph. You can have a concluding sentence that draws a conclusion based on the information in the paragraph. You can have a concluding sentence that makes a prediction, suggestion, or recommendation about the information in the paragraph, or you can have a concluding sentence that offers an additional observation about the controlling idea. Now, when you write your essays, you need to have strong transitions from sentence to sentence and paragraph to paragraph. So transitions, a strong paragraph moves seamlessly from the topic sentence into the supporting sentence and onto the concluding sentence. To help organize a paragraph and ensure that ideas logically connect to one another, writers use transitional words and phrases. A transition is a connecting word that describes a relationship between ideas. Here are some useful transition words: above all, also, aside from, at the same time, but conversely, correspondingly. For instance, furthermore, however, in particular, later on, likewise, meanwhile, moreover, subsequently, nevertheless, on one hand, to begin with, and for concluding sentences, after all in all things considered. Now, I've done an extensive transition word lecture. So if you go to the Professor H Writing channel and you type in the words Week 8 Instructor Session, then you will get a complete transition word lecture from me. Also, when you write your essays, you should Google transition word list and keep that transition word list next to you as you write so that you can have good transitions from paragraph to paragraph, sentence to sentence. Key takeaways. A good paragraph contains 3 distinct parts: topic sentence, body, and concluding sentence. The topic sentence is the main idea of the sentence. The topic sentence is the main idea of the paragraph, combined with the writer's attitude or opinion about the topic. Good topic sentences contain both a main idea and a controlling idea. And good topic sentences are easy to follow, engaging, and provide accurate indication of what will follow in the rest of the paragraph. Topic sentences always are at the beginning of the paragraph. Supporting sentences help explain, prove, or enhance the topic sentence by offering facts, reasons, statistics, quotations, or examples. Concluding sentences summarize the key points in a paragraph and restate the main idea without repeating it word per word. And when you write a concluding, and transitional words and phrases help organize ideas in a paragraph and show how these ideas relate to one another. And so here you have lots of exercises that you can do, okay? And that pretty much sums up week 2. So we went over paragraph structure. So a paragraph has 3 parts. It has a topic sentence, concluding sentences, and it has a topic sentence, a topic sentence, supporting sentence, and concluding sentence. Sorry about that. So you go over the 3 parts of the paragraph. So let's see if I can do this right. Topic sentence, supporting sentence, concluding sentence. And the topic sentence is the main idea of your paragraph. The supporting sentences explain the main idea, and then the concluding sentence reiterates the paragraph and restates the main idea. Also, the concluding sentence transitions to the next paragraph. So it's very important to understand good paragraph structure, because if you have good paragraph structure, you're going to have a good essay. We also went over the fact that you also have to pay attention to tone and audience and your audience's demographics. So if you keep track of who your audience is when you write, then you can better tailor your writing to that audience. And so I hope that this lecture helps you in your journey of writing. And so if you have any questions, feel free to email me at any time. And if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to the Professor H Writing channel. And so if you have any questions about this week's assignments, reach out to me right away, because I'm here to help you. And I hope you really have a really good week.